if it's up and working yet, or it's just like telling me that it's working, not working. But so now it is. So hello everyone. I hope you're having a good day. So today what we're going to be doing is we are going to try and do some plating on the front portion of the Nebulon-B. So I kind of want to just get a rough outline today, but I think we can get a lot done with the time we have. So let's just pop right into it. I'm gonna move these out of the way though a little bit just to clear us some room. So that way we can actually work. And then I'll be bringing up a picture of the Nebulon-B on my second monitor so that we can actually see what this looks like. Hello Max, how are you doing today? So I think what we'll start off with though is just putting on the basic plating here. So stuff like this. And yeah, okay. It's disabled. I'm doing pretty solid. Yeah, I'm looking forward to putting this together. I think I'm gonna have to work much harder on this than I usually have been. Um, but so right now, what I'm thinking for the stream, we are gonna plate like the outside of the front part, like this top area. The angles are gonna be wacky and it's gonna be rough, but I want to see what we can find out, like what we can do with this. So what I'm thinking, so on the Nebulon-B, that has like it's not all flat like this or like this. It's all rounded. And so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like keep a slight angle here. Like if I take a plate like this, and then do something similar. Like I think that's too much of an angle even though. But then having the edge there and then the continuing the round right there. So I'm gonna get that Nebulon-B picture. See, the thing is, oh, there, I have to pull it up and make sure it doesn't obscure chat so that I can actually. Oh, and now the bot works. Okay, but let's see. So the Nebulon-B. So honestly, the top, it seems more like angled than anything. So right here we have a rounded and then another part, but on the actual Nebulon-B, it seems like this part is just a straight, like, angled kind of thing like this. So like we'd have an angle from here and then down to there, and it's very sharp. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. I feel like we want to do something more rounded. Hmm. This is going to be interesting. Um, so right now, it's looking like the back half of this front portion here, so the, the rounded area, the back half is more angled in shape, and then the front is where it actually gets rounded, which I kind of have that right now. Um, hmm, how I'm gonna, so I think what we can just do is just make the whole thing rounded. A little bit will be lost, or you know what, let's try it. So we want to take longer beams just for the sake of that's what it looks like on the actual Nebulon-B they use, just a long flat shape. So okay, let's try 144 by 432, and then we'll also pull out the by 288. And the angle, it's either something like this or even sharper actually. Well, on the actual Nebulon-B, it looks like it's less sharp than this, but because I did not plan for this and I did not expect this, um, it's a little wonky. But let's see what we can get. So we're gonna do this. I think that is the proper angle. Let's just check. Yeah. So what it would be is, so we'll get this to line up actually, like properly. And then I'll show you what we're thinking. Honestly, that looks about right. And then we'll just get this right there. All right. And then, so the Nebulon-B, it has this part up here is kind of like a observation looking thing. It just pops out, pops right back into the hull. Then we have, so on the actual Nebulon-B, I'm not going to have it in here, but this part right back here has like a bump out, a ridge or antenna sensor node here. But on our Nebulon-B, this is going to be an access hatch, so you can get out of the ship there. And then, so what happens with the side plating? So we have all this, and it would be repeated a bunch of times, back and forth. And then I'd say right about here is we'll like make it, instead of, you know, an angle like this, so sharp, it would become rounded, and it would actually be like the bow of a ship. So I kind of want to just go like rounded the entire way around, just because that would be easier. But I also have to consider design theming. So, the Bible bot is back. It's good to see ya. But so, yeah, we have this, and I'm not actually sure what I want to do with that, so that's kind of breaking my brain for now, because, you know, let's just do this. Oh, congratulations. Oh, maybe, did you resub or something? Um, but okay, so this looks really plain right now, and, well, yeah, that's because we have no greebling yet. But so that's kind of what it looks like on the actual Nebulon-B. I'll show you guys a picture of the Nebulon-B real quick. Here, let me just change some stuff up. So, we want to do this. Okay, so we have the Nebulon-B right here. So you see like this is what I'm talking about. We have this angled portion there, and you can see the hangar back there, but you see there's this angle here, and then it turns into the bow right there. So here we have this angled portion, but the point where we would transfer to a bow, like, it's gonna be complicated. So, like, having this plane here just from the start is really annoying me. Just in general. Um, hey, Ventus, how's it going? Um, so I have to keep looking at the reference image because I think what it does back here is it kind of just like slowly comes back, but it's also in this shape. Hey, Dan, how's it going? And yeah, what's up, Hydro? Oh, oh, dang, I thought I did. Well, but so here on the Nebulon-B, I am gonna take some design liberty. Hey, combustible. So I'm not a, what I want to do. Can we do something like this? So we can either do curved plating back, or what I'm thinking, because this does look kind of cool in my eyes. So what we do is we have these, you know, cornered plates here, and they just follow along the path. Does So like until they clip and can't go. So like something like this. And then we have some fancy plating back here. Like it would be kind of flat in there, but oh boy. Then I suppose it's helpful we added a, did we add a meme channel? I think we added a meme channel. Um, do you want to, Hydro, do you want to hop in a voice chat and help me build this? Because I would actually be, or if anybody wants to help me plate this, because, um, yeah, brain machine broke. I just hopped in the streaming public voice chat, by the way. But so what do you guys think of this, like, as a design thing? So I would probably shorten this. So I'd probably use, where is it hiding? Ah, here we are. The 288 centimeter plates here, because, you know, you don't want to block these receivers too much. But I think this would actually be a really cool thing to have. And it would work well down here with this arch coming back. So yeah, because like we can put like some plating back here and make that like really cool, I think. That has design potential in my eyes. But so one thing I'm gonna do real quick is just this. No, I'm gonna line it. Oh, I can just see one thing I like to do once I have a piece in place, line it up with the piece in front, and then I just hit Shift C to disable snapping, and I only move it on the one plane, and that way it's all aligned perfectly. But so something like that. Um, this actually, I think I may make this 288 as well. All right, let me place this down real quick. Um, I have a feeling that if I say no, it's not going to change what happens, but oh yeah, piping this, so I am actually doing pretty all right. So what does scare me is maneuvering thrusters. So the maneuvering thrusters are going to scare me. Um, it's fine. Oh, I can't. Here we go. Bop, and there we go. Oh, bruh. Okay, well, Starbase just hard crashed for me. Um, that's delightful. Hydro, you caused my game to crash. Oh, we love it when this happens. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some triangle thrusters like on the back thruster section, and then that way we can get leverage there, and there's less places to pipe. All right, let's try this again. All right, Hydro, did you get my group? Yeah, I'm not quite sure. All right, I'm just in this first one right here. Yes. Imagine wanting to run. All right, let's get back to it. And it takes like so long to load in, and there we are. So I think now what I am gonna do, yeah, I don't know why, like, I don't set a stream delay, it's just the time it takes to go to the Twitch servers and then pop back to wherever you are. So, but I like this, hey Rubus, um, nothing much, just really vibing today. What about you? Though, so guys, I am kind of liking this. I think it adds a nice flavor. And then what I am gonna do is I'm gonna take this, and so we have this gap here. I'm gonna do the same thing. Let's Shift C. Oh, are they like slightly lower? Oh, they are. These are all slightly lower, but I think that's okay. I'm kind of okay with that. Then what I'll do is this. Yeah, the Nebulon-B is a massive chonker to load in. I think that would, all of the different color variations. Yes. So what I think I am gonna do though is I should probably replace all of these with the 288 centimeters. Kind of push them back. But I do like where this is going. So Hydra, what do you think you can help with? Oh, you've never played it before. Okay. Well, that helps me a lot because no. Yikes. Ugh. Um, that's true. They do look nice with Gargo crates. So, what I think I want to do here is remove stuff like this one, and then replace it with a 288. So, this bad boy right here. And then we do have other 144 plates. So what we can do is make plates that kind of descend. So instead of it just being flat and then down like this, it goes like that in a rudimentary way. I think that would be a nifty way of doing it. But considering these are inside of each other, let's do that. Then we'll slide it back in. Oh, no. Disable snapping. Make sure it's lined up just right. Yeah. And then what we can do is, so this would be the shortest one. So we're going from, yeah, the twist. You guys have it lucky. You don't have to see the horrendousness of the ship constantly. Yeah, I took a look at that. It, I wonder how long it's gonna last. Cause yeah, it's massive. Seeing massive ships is really awesome, just in general. What are you talking about? Like it's much smaller or much bigger? I'm kind of just sitting here, like, I'm kind of just sitting here looking at this and trying to decide how I should go about this because so what we're gonna want to do is gonna be difficult. I think what I'll do is we'll just do this one side and we'll see how it looks. You guys can vote on how it looks. If it looks all right, then we'll do it on the other side. But if not, we can just make the other side. Oh, that's a good point. Well, in that case, let's see. Let's work on the thrust. Oh, there are two things we need to work on. So there was a recommendation that these chairs, so we take like a little tiny beam or something, so like a 24 centimeter beam, and hit Shift C, so we can stick it on the floor. And then what we'll do is not C, and then we'll do something like that. And I didn't realize that it actually snaps, so that's actually really kind of cool. Will it bolt? Oh, it does work. And then, oh, not that. We'll take a attachment. Oh yeah, cursed bolting incoming. 100%. This is gonna be like, I'm not attached to the frame, and I'm gonna be like, okay, that sounds like an issue. Not an ish-me. Yeah, that is really the only kind of bolting that I will use. Oh yeah, like, just loading this up hurts. There's so much going on. Honestly, like past me looking forward at this would be like, huh, well that's some progress. And I'm not sure in what connotation. No, Hydro, stop it. It's not even in yet. Look at the other side, Hydro. We're just gonna... And it only needs one. We're trying to make this clean. No amount of bolting is gonna make this think it's okay. And I hope you know that I'm gonna be redoing all of the bolting that you're doing right now, because it is even worse than what I do. Alright, let's see if this works now. Okay. If this doesn't work, that's going to be really annoying, but... Yeah, if all else fails, bolt to the floor, but otherwise... Honestly, Rubus, I have no clue. I'm sure some people have done it, like, twice, because they just didn't get their first one in, but... I'd assume that's a gray region. It may have soft crashed for you. That tends to happen every once in a while. I have no error reports in my other tabs. There we go. Well, they did get a lot, so... Oh, I think it's just taking forever to load in. So you can get in, and you still can't get out. Alright, well, it looks like we're gonna have to do the on the ground. Oh yeah, then that just means it's loading back into the regular. Well, it's gonna look like we're gonna have ground seats in this ship, so that's kind of a shame, not even gonna lie. So we'll just leave it like that. Let's see. What we need to also do is we need to get the plating done on the interiors of these floors, like the front sections. As you know, just having exposed plating like this isn't fun. And then the other thing, which I think might be a bit more interesting, is The doomed back thrusters. So this makes me a little bit anxious doing this because since we have all of the weight from the thrusters going onto this single beam, here, let's try something. If we put these in here, what will happen? If I have snapping enabled, of course. I think this will help reinforce it. And we'll just do the same over here. And hopefully... Okay, Hydro. Ah, it unclicked apply to selection. This is gonna take a while. It's kind of funny how long it takes. Alright. So something is red now. Oh, it's these. Okay. Yeah, no. I was like, oh, something's red. Oh no. And then I realized it's not worth it. But so that did spread the stresses out a little bit. So that's kind of nice, but hey, my pick. So yeah, but I am anxious about like the amount of stress that's being put there, which is kind of why I've held off. But what we'll try. So if we just take out these, what happens? I will not save when I do this because I'll save right before I do it. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be really helpful for all of the times when I don't want to bolt the entire ship but forget to click bolt selection. Sorry, Hydro, I guess this ship just can crash a game that hardcore. Yeah, like it takes more than a hot second. Alright, so we took that out. And okay, we are getting those errors. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. No, this. So we're going to move these two. So this should be a little bit more structurally sound. We'll move these. Move these. What? I wasn't there for the stream. What? So in the last video I used 4 smaller plates instead of the biggest one. So that's because if there's like a fracture damage or if something just gets blown off in general, I don't want to be like very sad if I have to replace the entire massive plate. Because when you have fewer plates, if one gets hit and it breaks apart, then it is only covering a smaller area. But if the big plate gets hit and falls apart, then that's a much bigger issue. And the curved straight pieces, are you talking about, oh, these? Or the ones, these bad boys right here? Now this actually looks pretty good, but they are cursed, yes. Yeah, not being there when I did that was probably if you're looking out for your health, a good call. So what can I do? Can I just do this, pull this out, and then okay, it thinks everything is fine. Blame it on the Nebulon-B, Hydro. I definitely didn't. You assumed the responsibility of the Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, since we don't have angled pieces, we're driven to desperation. It's bad. Okay, so I can't move this back anymore because this thing's in the way. But I also kind of need it in the way. Pulling out all this stuff makes me a little bit anxious. Just because, honestly, I don't think there's really that much of a difference for using a large hardpoint. I've never really seen any. Just, I mean, it's a different size, which can be really helpful. But other than that, no, I haven't really noticed anything. So we're going to pull that back in there. But we want it to be lined up with the others. There's one. We'll take this out. And bye-bye. Then we do this. Okay, we'll figure out where this... so it's like half over those. Yeah, okay, I think they're in the same spot. And then they are back a little bit. So as you can kind of see, as they go down, they're further inwards. That just helps. So if something happens down here, then it won't it won't help much at all. But it's a little tiny bit of thrust differential if it wants to stay flying forwards and not, you know, doing death spirals. So if we did ones like that, let's try this. We flip one like this. Okay, so we could, yeah, we could stick one right back in here. We'd have to delete some, we might not even have to delete those batteries. Let's try. Yeah, we don't have to delete those batteries, but we're gonna have to redo this bit right here. We can set it back another little step, I guess. That should work. There we go. You did a stopwatch? And what did the stopwatch help you? That's a lot of delay. Huh. I know I don't have stream delay turned on, so... What I think we'll do... So, I'm gonna actually permanently move these over here. Hopefully we won't need those back. So I'll reroute these cables and pipes. What I do not like is rerouting the pipes, mainly because, oh, that reminds me. So batteries, you know, they blow up a little bit. So we want to make sure that if they do, we'll still be fine. But I don't like moving the pipes because the pipe limit is our nemesis in this build. And I do not want to be affected by that. Here, let me, oh, come on. There we go. I'll show you in a second, combustible. Then we can count up everything. Alright. So what I'm just doing here is I'm rerouting all of these pipes, and trying to stay like at a nice pipe limit because that is, as I said multiple times, our enemy, our mortal enemy. So those should all be. And I am going to use triangle thrusters, but since box thrusters put out so much more thrust than them, like in the space that I could fit like the two triangle thrusters, I can fit a box thruster and it's more efficient. haha, JK, unless I think I just sinned by saying that. Um, let's try something real quick. And oh yeah, I can visit Proya. I'll need to opt in and download it real quick. But so Hydro, you act like I can control it. I am no like I don't know. I've been watching Avatar: The Last Bender. I'm no like internet bender, okay? So yeah. Oh, colored weapons. So they actually have for real colored weapons because I've been waiting so long for something like that. And also what we're going to do here. So as I think you all know, these are completely useless, so we'll try deleting them. And if it screams bloody murder, then... Okay, so it kind of does, but that's just... Oh my gosh. I watched it when I was a kid, but beyond that. So I'm in the process, as you all are familiar, of rewatching. So we'll take this bad boy right here, flip it like that, and a little bit like this. And then, why not? We'll hit the magical button. Dun dun dun. Let's see if everything breaks or if we actually succeed. Okay. Alright, back to being green. Couldn't be me. Alright, does this fit, like, well? Alright. So I'll need to fix this. Let's actually just fix it right now. So this needs to go 4 ways, because I still want it to connect to this. Okay, but I can fit in more thrust there. The more thrust, the better. The more, the merrier. Quite literally. But we still have box gang. Like, there's still some boxes. Gotta do what's best for the ship. Alright, so we need a 4... Yes. This will do nicely. And then we'll only do apply to selection, because... There we go. Hydro would know about that, because he did it. So I'm putting Hydro on the chopping block for that one. Alright, look at that. It fits perfectly. That is actually, and then we can just throw on a, oh man, okay, so that actually fits really nicely. I'm happy with that. Oof. I am okay to take out these box thrusters to put that in. Now to just refit. And then we'll throw them back in on the other side. And I'm gonna be planning it to place the least amount of pipes possible because that is the issue that we're gonna run into. So we still have 1,000 bits for pipes left, but that is the one limit that scares me. Hey Crusader, how's it going? And back to the old deletion of those things that are completely useless, but then it's going to be like, ah, yeah, because the plate's connected to them. You can just... There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so then there's one more thing we need to replace, and that is that. So this bad boy. Yoink. And we'll do that. And everything is happy. Then we'll copy paste. All right. Would you look at that? That actually fits extremely well. Now what I am going to try... Oh geez, that delay is horrific. My goodness. But I'm doing pretty good today. And yes, if we had a 12 centimeter beam, I would be so happy. Or just even a thicker plate. Oh, no worries. And oh, that's even better. Look at that. Oh, that is very nice right there. It is a sad day for Box Gang because Triangle Gang is really stepping up to the pitch. Ooh. You know what? I think that we could, if we take this bit out here, because this isn't structurally supporting any, sees a bunch yell. This isn't structurally supporting anything. Um, yeah, that bit right there isn't structurally supporting anything. So if we just perhaps move this, we might be able to get another triangle thruster right in there. Oh, if I don't select the entire thing. Ah, yes, I will hit bolt. Actually, wait, let me put this in and then I'll bolt them together. That way I don't waste any time. Because what I want to do here is I want to use 2 5 directional. And they're actually just like that. So I'm going to move these, delete, then pop. Well, see, the thing is, this is how Starbase looks like with RTX, because I actually have an RTX card. Granted, it's only the 2060, um, but I'm oh man, I hate that I actually have to point out that I'm doing the like, well, it works face. Um, yeah, that's horrendous. But yes, just a tad, my good sir. That's a 4-way. Ooh, sounds good, Arubis. And yeah, I paid like I bought this Founders Edition too. So like I was like, all right, first day it comes out, I'm getting it because screw it. And currently I haven't really experienced anything with the MFC lately. Yeah, it's all been good for me. Oh, that is not what I wanted to copy. I wanted to copy this. All right, look at that. All right, now we'll bolt the entire thing. Yeah, I upgraded from a 1050 Ti to this, so it was a next level adjustment. Oh boy, that's Hydra. That's probably why your PC crashed when you tried to do this. Oh yeah, 1080s are pretty solid still. Um, so what's going on here? This one is unhappy because of that. So what can we just, I mean, will that solve all your problems? Uh, that really sucks, combustible. I hate it when that happens. What I think I could do, hmm, not sure how I want to go about this. Let's try this. Okay, that makes that happy. And then we'll see what we can do here. Let's just try the same thing. Come on. Alright, I don't think I can fit a third, but yes, that was a cursed bolt. But it works. Look at that. Those are some spicy thrusters right there. All I'm saying. So then what I was thinking that we could do from there, so I tried it out. We can't put triangles in here. This space here will just, it's either empty or we could put other things in there if we wanted to, but granted, we might have to be okay with them exploding. So what I was thinking though is we have more triangle thrusters and they fill up like this section right here just on the out, like without digging too far in because this is so very structural. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Um, yeah, maybe. Because, so we can put armor there. Yeah, I'll bolt real quick. Um, but we can put armor there. Though, what I'm thinking, because this ship has been getting so heavy as we've been putting on more plating, so much more plating. And that's one of my worries that we're going to have to deal with. So, hmm, let's see, how far back? Okay, so technically, these right here are barely any, they aren't really structural. But the thing is, if it cascades and puts more weight on this, that's going to be an issue. Um, what I am going to do now, though, is put a device hardpoint on there. And I guess we'll put it on that right here. I think this is as good a spot as any. And we'll bolt that. Okay, we're gonna have to bolt it like this. Un, dos, tres. Um, channel point things. So I know what you're talking about, but what do you mean by updated? Oh, I see. Um, well, I've been thinking of adding in so the remind me to save uh emote kind of thing. Um, and then there's some more. I haven't really decided what I would want to add in, but I am open to suggestions. So feel free to let me know. There's no need to flex, Crusader, okay? But also, now that I put this here, let's see how bad it is. Okay, that's actually really nice. I'm kind of happy about that. I was thinking that there was going to be a lot more structural stress on the frame, but I'm so happy that there isn't. But so what we're going to do is we're going to find the nearest, yeah, right here. The nearest pipe, because we want to use as little as possible. All right, now to figure out, yeah, 5K. So that's 05, 04. We've got 08, 09, 12. Yeah, 12 is the highest it goes. So we'll take this and we'll make thruster power level 13. Ooh, lucky number. Nope, I meant to press the 3, but I pressed the 2. Oh, and also, so guys, I've been working on the video that shows you how to do the generator script. Um, and I have it set up. It's working on the ship. But so the thing is, whenever I'm looking at it and I'm actually trying to demonstrate how it works, as soon as I like, as soon as the ship flies right out of the hangar for my practical demonstration, what it does is it goes and it just crashes my game. So SCC is not happy with me trying to record that video. Don't know why, and don't know why it's that thing, but that's the way it do be. But I will show you that in a second once we get these working. And okay, so it's all there. What does worry me is these don't have a number. Let's double check that they're connected. No, they're not. Oh, that's because there's a minuscule gap there. Can thrusters fry objects? Not yet, I don't think. I haven't seen them fry anything. So, so far, I don't think they can. Um, yeah, I've tried, I think, like, but I haven't seen any issues with it. Like, yeah, they do move you, and in the future, they're supposed to corrode you and all that, but as for now, I haven't seen anything. You know, honestly, let's just try the ship with it. Well, I mean, you can put thrusters on the front of ships, but it's not always a happy, happy time. Also, I realized how many of those aren't plated yet. But some of them are actually like working, so let's see. Yeah, so those purpley boys aren't working at all. All bolt, all bolt. Alright, and okay, so I love this ship because I can just actually go in and figure out what's going on. Okay, so what it could be is this just, yeah, that's actually not connected. That's our issue. There we are. Voila. Now we are good. Alright, so I'm actually going to put the cable down here because that way the pipe has a shorter run. And, oh, look, look. Bolt. Bolt. And then we'll try it once the bolting symbol goes away. And then I think what we can do today is also just interior plate, like get a rough feeling for it. Oh, brace for crashing. And brace for speed. It's not even at full chonk. Are they even on? Ah, I see. They ripped out some of them. We're gonna wait. Which plating? Oh, this. Are you talking about like that part of the Nebulon-B? Because I really enjoy this. I'm not even gonna lie like that. I don't even know why I use that expression, but this part just looks awesome to me because we'll put flat plating in here, and then we can do some extra greebling back there, and like, mm, it just has a spicy thing. Because the Nebulon-B has this slanted area on it, so I kind of want to keep with that. We're definitely gonna have to do something for the hangar bay though. So what happened here was this part ripped out. And this part ripped out because it's not all the way bolted. Ah, that makes sense. Yes, Tizai. What do you want, Hydro? Oh, my ship naming scheme, it went out the window a long time ago, so just, yeah. Um, there are some things that even I can't really think properly about. Oh, sorry. Like X1, X2. So that just means like my design iteration, like because usually I have general mindsets about designing something, and when it changes, so like the Anubis. So I have the X3 and X4 on there. The Anubis is a ship I made myself. I didn't realize there was actually a ship named Anubis before I had done it, so just keep that in mind. Um, yeah, I name all my. So far, I've named my ships after Egyptian gods and goddesses. Um, but it's really just when the design scheme changes. All right, so it looks like all the thrusters are firing, and let's see. Okay, they're all here, so none of them have broken off. Um, Something is off. Are we pitching up? I don't know. Um, Yeah, so there have been a lot of saves of this ship. And yes, we need so that's what I'm concerned about. I want to use minimal plating for now, just to see if it still goes fast, and then we can save that version for the fight. But like let's see how fast this can go, because I wasn't at full speed. Let's go full speed now. So I mean, for a big ship, it's not too bad. But what's happening, I think, is the balancing of thrust is kind of off again. Let's go find out. I forget that we can actually troubleshoot just here. So, oh yeah, okay, we are seriously underpowered down here. Okay, so what's happening is the thrusters, since we have two banks of thrusters that need to compensate, um, there's a big issue with that because the FCU will say, hey, I'm gonna turn these down to allow these to actually like to balance them as well. So eh, that's wacky. Yeah, if you guys want to join the call, you can. That's the reason I'm in there. So what we can do is if we improve, will you snap? You will not snap. Improve the thrusters like this. I think this would help us out. Let's find out. All right, there we go. How bad is the stress over here? Okay, it's reasonably bad. Um, but what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna have a regular thing like this. I'm gonna take the smaller device hardpoint if I can snatch it. There we go. Flipperino. I am scared of the copyright boogeyman. So we'll take that. And we'll copy paste as we do all the time. And zoom through the ship a little bit for tourism purposes. And do the same thing. Right there. Not right there. Right there. There we go. Alright, so now those are on. Oh my gosh, Crusader. Just the flood of whatchamacallits. Yes, precisely. Well, it's because a lot of the stuff is a bot. It doesn't really discriminate, I guess. Alright, so we added in those thrusters, so let's just slap an auto bolt on that bad boy, and then what we'll do is we'll extend some of the beams down there, and we'll try to get a better connection, because I have a bad feeling, not really a bad feeling, but kind of just a feeling about this, that it's gonna start being like, hey, yeah, so, okay, it looks like the ship will structurally be able to hold it. We just need to get these connected to beams. So what we'll do, so of course we're gonna have to use different sized beams here, which is always a delight. Let's use some ghetto beaming. So I think a 72 and a 36 would do us just fine and dandy here. Not just fine, but also dandy. So keep that in mind. That seems to be an issue. Okay, I think I'm gonna put them there, because when we bolt these in, that way I can do the bolt, like the ghetto bolt from this side, so that I can get this properly. Because if it's filling up this gap, I can't put a bolt that far. The bolts just don't reach that far. So we'll try this. We'll bolt, and we'll use this bolt, and then we need to pop in 2, unless it's actually... Okay, so that's a little bit of an issue. Welcome back. So we ran into small issue. This. That is medium-sized issue, actually. So there's also no 6 centimeter beams. Delightfully. Let's try this. Let's use some... Will it bolt? That is the question, my fair lady. Alright. This is horrific, but it will work. There we go. There's one. And then we'll just do the same thing over here. And it'll all be happy. It won't really, but it'll still, as long as it works. There we go. Alright, bop and bop. I'm not actually sure about that. So, I think you can, like by overload. I'm not even sure if you can overload them. Alright, so it works, I think. So we'll just do the same thing up there. Except, you know, the other way. And I'm just gonna slap these in the other spots real quick, just so I don't have to copy and paste it again. Come on. You know you wanna pop on down. I'm sure what you could do is you could program like a little unit to have a that has a weapon on it. So like if we say use a is there something in the way here? So if we use say a autocannon pointed at a turret or something like that. Oh, it seems that there's something in the way here, and I do not know what. Yeah, for like a casual just session, that's actually really good. I haven't seen numbers like that in a while. Alright, there we go. So that was just misaligned. So what I'm gonna have to do is actually check the other ones, make sure they're not. Because if this one's misaligned, then something else has to be misaligned. That's okay. That'll be fine. This will be fine. I think, yeah. That's fine. That's fine. That. So then why in this one? Yes, I shall bolt in a second. But so here's my question. Why is this one forward? I don't get that. Like, I can't move it back. Hey, Dragon Eye, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. So, yeah, I don't know what's up with this, but what we'll do is we'll go to the other ones, we'll bolt them as they should be bolted, and we'll come back to that. So we'll take these corner bits. And we'll just pop into them right off the bat. Oh, hey man. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's kind of funny when people have different Twitch and Discord names because I'm like all confused. Oh, it's horrific. Ba-ba. Prepare for the most cursed of. Actually, this isn't the most cursed of bolting, but it's still pretty bad. I've done worse. When somebody says do your worst and then you just show them this. Alright, will you be happy? Ah, yes. And then can we just pop these in? You know what, we'll just put them in one by one, just for posterity. There. Ah, okay. Yeah, that... Alright. I wish there was a little bit of an easier way to know, but... that doesn't seem to want to bolt. Oh, yeah, I've 100% done that too, so that is XL cursed bolting. So what I think is happening back here, especially with the one down there, is there's just a slight offset somewhere on something. There you go, bolt. And then the subsequent unbolt. But so this is actually really annoying me. So it's lined up perfectly with the one above. The one above has no issues. And they're built the same way. So I see. Yes, the reflexes of a statue. Ah, you little tiny gap annoying me so much. Let's try this. Oh, nope, not that. Okay, I can do something like that. Yeah, no worries there. Oh, and when sorry about that. I thought I had grabbed it, but I did not. So yeah, that's a shame. We'll just slap these back on. Oh, ba ba. And you went on the wrong spot. And I definitely did not mean to do that. Thank you for the follow. You know, the longer I go, the longer, like, I just keep forgetting all the time that I have that as my follow and subscription notification. And it kind of freaks me out from time to time because it's louder than it probably should be. And it just comes out of nowhere and you're like, whoa. Alright, and then we'll do the classic side bolt, which is, yes, don't worry, I got you, man. We're side bolting here to get these because they have to be technically connected to the frame. And in fact, in the context, nobody did read the email. So, alright, and then we'll just slap that bad boy with a general bolt, and then we'll try it. Okay, well, I'll plug everything in, then we'll try it. And hopefully it'll work. So we're about to find out. Alright. Nothing's upset yet. Yet, I say. Then... Oh yeah, there was context to that happening. So the context was we were chilling in one of the classrooms, and so we were preparing for an event, like I forget what it was, but so we were preparing for this event, right? And the day before, there was an email sent out to everyone else that normally goes into that room to not be there. And so as we start setting up, like almost everybody from the actual class walks in, and so he just got so tired, he just screamed, did no one read the email? And there's your, yeah, that was a cursed pipe. It's just slightly, but so yeah, that's the story behind did no one read the email, because that is, yeah. Yeah, it's all real, man. And it was, I don't know how many years ago it was, but like, at least like 3. Or maybe 2, I don't even know. Time passes so weirdly now. But alright, so let's see if we can get these. So we want these to be 01, we're okay with that, but we want these two to be 03. That way they're actually properly firing. And then just to check again, it all looks alright. Bolt just in case, and then we'll see what happens. And I'll save, because I've been forgetting to save so often, and I am scared of losing something like this. Just any of this progress. Alright. And once it's done saving, we'll pop into the test mode. And we wait. And we wait a little bit more. There we go. I love how long it just takes for everything to spawn in, because it's just so rough. Just brace for crashing noises. I'd say that's pretty speedy. They're firing, so let's see what they're outputting. Okay, so it's just slightly better. Hmm. Let's check the speedometer to see if it's any. Okay, yeah, so we're probably like above 100 meters a second. Um, okay. Yeah, that's a big question mark. Let's try it when uh the parasite or dart is actually, there we go. And then yoink. Oh, bruh. Something smashed off. But the weighting has definitely changed. Um, oh, loudy. Uh, that's slower than it should be. So much slower than it should be. Uh, um, so about that, this ain't good. Hmm. This ship has let us down. So it could be several things. Um, it could be because, well, it's all connected to the MFC. It's all calculated. I don't, and adding thrust would make it go faster, or at least it should. Um, unless what we're doing. So what it could be is, so we added the thrust right here and we added the thrust down here, and it looks to both be like slightly below where the center of mass is. So putting it down here might have actually hindered it. So let's just try this. Let's disconnect this cable and we'll see how fast it goes. Okay, if it will. Oh geez, it takes so long to load in and out just because there's so many bits. Alright. Yikes. Um, hmm. What if we do this? The crashy, not taking any ship on it sort of way. I think we're actually going slightly faster than we were. Oh yeah, we're definitely going faster than we were. Hmm. Yeah, by a long shot. So what we're gonna have to do, so we want this current thrust, it can go from 0 to 10,000. So it was at like 1500 before. We want this all the way at 10,000. Um, when there's no ship in it. If there's a ship in it, then it's okay if it's less. But so what I'm thinking is happening is just this this thruster bank right here is hindering us more than it's actually helping us, and we need way more thrust up in here. So let's try this real quick. Um, so we need more thrust actually above the center of mass. Um, let's try something. No, that won't work. That's a shame. And a triangle is bigger than a box thruster. Huh. Well, let's try this. Is the triangle bigger? Oh, come on. If we put triangles like this. We could get triangles in here, I think. If we got triangles in, then we could do something like this. Just all the way across the top. and just have them flat like that. If it'll snap, come on, if it will snap, something like that, and just have it straight across the top. I think this would actually, yeah, that'll help us out. Because otherwise, this is going to be very painful, and I'm going to have to do a lot of rebalancing. All right, let's do this. I am gonna move this, but I'm gonna keep it because if we decide to not go with this, then all of the plating that we're gonna put on the back will rest on this framework. So we kind of need to keep it. So we'll just put it up like there. Yeah, that's out of the way. All right, will you guys fit if I just... Okay, aside from the mind-numbing lag, so what I think, let's try, so that's far enough back. We need to, what kind of discussion? Do you want to explain it to one such as I? Because I can't look at it right now. Like, I mean, I just glanced at it, but I can't actually read it because I'm streaming. So, would you perhaps summarize for me? Ah, man, I hate it when fun stuff goes on when I'm streaming. Huh. So what's the, like, decision or something? Ah, I see. That would be an interesting thing to have happen. Like just being not able to go to certain areas. Spawn you in like the proverbial gulag. Oh. Starbase. Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. I got really worried there for a second. It stopped responding. Okay, so come on, you know you want to just fit perfectly. Okay, so it can. Why can it fit here, but not over this way? Like, what is going on with that? Because it can... Okay, so like over here, we're all good. But over there, we're not. That's wonky. Not gonna lie. But I am gonna remove these things because they are blocking our way. And we can add them in super easy if something happens, but something won't, so. Alright. Let's just do this, see what happens. I don't know if he has. So, might have been, but if he has, I haven't seen it. Okay, so now this is where we might get into that problem. Okay, unless it's perfectly fine with snapping in there now. Unless it's not. What seems to be the problem? snapped there for a second. Let me guess. Is there a bolt in the way? Ah, this is XL annoying. Don't worry, Max. I've seen more random. You're not you're not a Lego minifigure, so this is gonna be annoying me because I don't know what's. Can I move it back? I can. Can I move it this way? I can. Let's take this. Move it over that way. Take this. Why no snap? Ah. The mystery of the mad snapper. Why, though? I don't get why that area is having an issue. Nothing is different about it. Unless these bolts, no. There are bolts like that on the other side. Wait, it could be those bolts? Uh, hmm. Let's just... Oh, I think I see what it is. Right there. What is that doing? That bolt is right on the edge over here because there's that. So what if I bolt from the other side? Checkmate. Okay, so that works. Alright, now will you be happy? Huh. What if I do this in a different spot, I guess? Flip it around. Will everyone be happy? No. I don't know why this won't snap. Like, all these other ones have snapped just fine. And it's like these, they'll go. Boom, simple. Just super easy like that. And I actually do like how that's looking. That does look kind of cool. But oh, it kind of did. Yeah, I agree. It does look like it's clipping into the top. But then that means like this entire row is just the tiniest bit off. I don't think there's a piper case. See, like, look, it goes back this far. It just refuses to snap. I am about to snap. This is making me high key, like, perturbed. See, look, it's just... It does feel like it's clipping into the top. See, it's over there, and then over here, it's barely clipping at all. Isn't that the massive new superstation that's like where all the rental lots are gonna be? Okay, see, look at this. Okay, well, it's not quite perfect, but what is in the way? I think I may just do this part a little bit later and be upset. Not right now. Um, let's try this. What if we can move the entire thing left? If this doesn't work, then we'll just I uh, does it snap now? No, it doesn't. So what if we just say goodbye to that? I will never completely understand. So like this could work. The Oh, that's cool. Hydro, you know as well as anybody else who plays Starbase, things that should make your frames drop make them increase. So I guess this works. Let's see if we can just add on like one more on either side. No, we can't. It's just slightly off center. I'll select it. We'll get it on center. Then we'll bolt it in and we'll see what happens. See how it shakes out. I am disabling snapping for this. That looks like center. Yeah. Alright, time to cry if this doesn't work. Not really, but internally, yes. On today's episode of Will It Bolt? These triangle thrusters that have given me so much trouble. Will it bolt? The answer is... kinda. uh, I see why. Because it's just... What about doing stuff like that? Would that make you happy? I think what I should do is put like a reinforcement here. We'll try that. We want to take corner beams, not a 24. Let's take a 36. Yeah, I think we could just do like a series every week of will it bolt, and then it's just something so stupid, and then will it bolt? It's discount bolt crackers. Okay, so that'll work. Then we'll flip it that 180. Bop bop. And then we'll just stick like a 192 in between. A bolt and a bolt and a bolt. Yeah, that is pretty boltception. And it fits just perfectly because that is awesome. And then we'll see if we can just bolt directly into it. If it works, happiness. If it doesn't, ruin forever. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is a step in a direction. Doesn't even have to be the right one. This does perturb me. Let's see, can I do stuff like that? Let's just kind of vibe with it. So the issue here being they're not really able to transfer all of the weight that they have to the actual frame, I believe. So it's kind of creating a cascade of, I don't know what to do with all of their weight. Yeah, cursed bolting. Building just a ship like this, you get automatic cursed bolting. Containment fields breached, cursed bolting has escaped. Another one turns to the green side. Let's see. Will you accept the bolt? To bolt or not to bolt? That is the question, my dear triangle thruster. Oh yeah, that makes me shudder inside. I do not want to. Jeepers. Okay. When I say this is rough, this is extremely rough, but it works. And yeah, the more the merrier is my eyes right now, but there's a lot of testing that they're doing. It's just like, oof. So all right, let's throw in a hard point and we'll see what kind of monster I've created. Dun, dun, dun. And you betcha I will be shouting it's alive if this actually works. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Ah, so that's an issue. Let's just put it down here then. No, this will just be one part. You can't get around having, you can't get around the build limits by having multiple parts. But so it's this big. It's about, I'd say 45 meters long. Yeah, right around 45. Yeah, what's up, Arubis? Welcome back. All right, so yeah, just a tad, but it could have been worse. Oh, I appreciate that. All right, so this does need to be connected to a beam for it to work. But as you can see, we are lacking in beams. So what I'm gonna do is, since I can't have this in the middle here, well, what I'll do is so I'm gonna do the same thing on either side. Yeah, for real though, Crusader. I'm gonna do the same thing on either side just for the sake of balance in my life. I mean, give it, not in particular. Give it to who you think is worthy of the sub. Why not randomly? That seems fairest of them all. So, am I gonna... Oh, I saw it there for a second. There we are. Alright, this is horrendous, so if you don't like bad bolting, look away. If this gets broken in the field, I'm just not even gonna repair it. It's not worth it. All right, there we go. We're in. We'll use some cursed attachment plates. Clear the facility. There's been a level 4 breach. This is just like Half-Life 2, but or 1, you know, whichever you prefer, but with bolts and instead of face huggers. Bop, bop. All right, and then we'll just not apply to a selection, but we'll just give it a full bolting. We need to add in 2 more attachment plates for it to actually work, but we're gonna find out if it will, because it takes so long to bolt the entire thing now. Yeah, so that's the issue up here. Oh, well, I mean, it could be much worse. We'll just say that. What do you think it's cursed a lot, Crusader? I mean, it's a level 4, which is pretty cursed. Yeah. And then we'll just slap this over here. And I now see that putting these on has made some errors in with the triangle thrusters, which is going to be painful for me to fix, I just know. Unless it fixed itself, because they're good triangle thrusters. Ah, they are good triangle thrusters, thank you. This is just a maze of horrors. You know, that took way too long for it to actually put in, so I'm gonna save, because that kind of scared me. Um, doing all of this has me frightened.
Did no one read the email?
Ah, so yes, thank you, Arubis, and awesome. Let's thank with the emote, the Pride Koala. All right, now we'll figure out how to do the. Let's run it like this. So I am only going to connect it on the one side though. Over there. I just realized that's probably a. Does it matter? I don't think it matters. I want to make it symmetrical though. Because the thrusters are, you know, you got to treat them nice, or they won't treat you nice. You know, you got to make sure your thrusters are good boys or girls. You got to feed them, water them, you know, take them out for a walk every once in a while. Oh, I'm in the streaming Discord right now. So I'm in the public voice chat. So all I'm saying, if you want to join that, because I don't, I mean, here, let me see. Yeah, Hydro's in here too, but he's not speaking. We're not on speaking terms. I'm just kidding, we are, but he won't speak to me. All right, we're on 14 now. Oh yeah, bolt flavored treats, pretty much. Well, I appreciate it. Hey man, how's it going?
Fine.
Cool.
I feel horrible. I feel good, I mean.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Don't worry, I have that spare money. I'm not stealing anything. That's just free gift of
Oh,
love. I just want to see you grow, so yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's not
I
like you
was not really
robbed a bank.
thinking giving it to anyone because I just wanted to give it randomly. I had no plan in mind, so yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, anyway, the money is going to you, so
yeah, I appreciate it because I've been thinking of setting up like a direct donation kind of thing, but
mm,
I don't know about that yet.
yeah, yeah, no problem. I mean, subs are just cool.
Yeah.
I don't see problem with that.
All right. So, boom. These thrusters should work. Emphasis on should. Um, chances of them
Yeah,
working first try
it's
are
always random.
slim to none. So, um, please work. Oh,
I love watching you
uh,
doing some cursed bolting and shit.
oh yeah, it's so bad. So
Oh yeah,
bad.
no, I saw some
So
very bad shit.
bad.
I mean, you do what you have to do to make angles. So yeah.
Yeah, like, um, maybe that was just a one-time horrific thing. Let's well, maybe just light. They work, maybe a bit too well. And just ignore the crashing noises, that's fine. Okay, so the FCU has decided to work now, and that is much faster though. Okay. Um,
Doesn't look like it's going very straight, but yeah.
Now it is, I think, ish, probably. Sometimes the FCU and MFC is like, hey, so I know you want to work, but you're not. So get out.
Yeah, I have some latency, so I'm not seeing like live the thing. I'm
Yeah,
seeing like with 15 seconds delay.
it's yeah. I wish there was a better way to have less of a delay, but yes, this is speed now. So they're
Yeah, I
burning.
disabled my VPN because now it's going way fucking fast. Like last live stream, I had so much problems. That's why I
Oh,
left mid live.
yikes. Yeah. Also, so one of my favorite like things to do on a ship is just look at the thruster trail like from in between the thrusters because it's like overload of colors, just mind numbing.
Just one giant red beam.
Like, oh, it's kind of dark in here. Maybe we should need some lights. And then you turn around and it's like burning your eyes out.
You can't really see anything.
Oh yeah.
If you had a cannon like right there, you couldn't see anything.
So this is better though. So the thrust is alternating between 10,000 and 7,000, which is a nice number to be at. Um, so what we'll do, so we'll remember 10,000, 7,000. Speed, like precise speed, doesn't matter. We're just looking at thruster output right now. So we'll hook up these cursed boys that made us regret everything. And yeah, we'll oh, come on. That's what I want to press. Let's. Oh, that's not what I want to press. That. All right. So FCU go. Bert. Um.
Yeah. I'm kind of lost because I haven't really looked at so much like giant building because it looks like very chaotic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. So that's not working. What I think is going on. Did I disconnect this? I did not.
Oh,
Because we're going in circles. Actually, wait, could it be, did I not name, nope, those are 13 and these are 14. Do they have different numbers? They do have different numbers. Um, hmm. Let's just try it again. When in doubt, just do it again.
might work this time. Never know for
Nope,
sure.
nope, definitely not.
No.
Let's wait until everything loads in, like, completely. Alright, and we'll do this, just to make sure we don't crash. Bye-bye. It's like its own little missile. Nope, still... What we're gonna do is we're just gonna chill in here while everything is spinning around, going crazy, and we're gonna see what the fuzz is happening. Just ignore the repeated crashing sounds. It's all okay. Um, oh,
I mean,
and
we're in a safe zone, so
oh,
there shouldn't be any concern.
I guess my endo needs to slim down. I'm stuck. No. But also, so you guys can see the generator script is working pretty well. It's charging everything and then letting it drain. We'll wait and I'll show you. So this will be the script in action, at least I hope. Uh, will it work? I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna... So I'm not actually sure what even is happening. That's really... So full speed. Huh. Because, okay, so we saw the thruster like in the back, the like imprint, and both the top and bottom triangle thrusters were firing. Hmm. They both have propellant, they're both connected. Um, this is a conundrum.
Something's wrong.
Oh
I can
yeah,
feel it, but I cannot see where it is.
it's something, and it's bad, but I don't know what it is.
Where is it? Show me the mistake.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, no, that's very.
ugh.
I can't wait to get access hold to this.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that would be
I
awesome.
need to feel pain in my life.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I need to get hurt.
sinking hours into this and then just getting to the point where I'm at where it's just like, nah.
It's not gonna work. We need to start
Yeah.
all over again.
Also, so Crusader, so the thing is, the balancing thrusters aren't the issue, because I would be worried if this was going downwards, but it's pitching up. And when you look at the ship, like, if it was pitching down, we'd know what it is, because there's so much thrust back here, but it's pitching up. So, eh. So, Hydro, what? What? Stop moving and for wreckage. Oh, yeah. We'll do a quick. Alright, that sounds like it got a lot. Oh, a little bit more. Oh, something went flying off back there. Yeah, now it just flies even worse. Like, literally, it flies worse. Look, I'm not gonna subject you guys to that. I don't want you guys to throw up or anything. That would be bad.
Oh, I've known wars, like really,
Yeah,
really fucking wars.
the oh,
Oh yeah, okay.
The-
I'm seeing right now it's spinning really fucking fast.
yeah, like why does it go faster now? Oh boy, Lumi, you're really coming after me like that. But I only have one question for this Nebulon-B, and that is why? Why?
Where's the mistake? I've done something wrong. Where is
Uh,
it? I need it.
Because
You need God in your life.
why does it even
Maybe it
work
might
better?
find the answer.
Upsetty regretty. So the only red things on the ship are the plating bits that I was like, eh, whatever about. So that's not the issue, for sure. The issue, you know what it? No, I don't. Yeah, like, so that was what I was thinking. That the center of mass, because this is down there, that it's just being freaky. Because if we pop out this cable real quick, pop, 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 then, you know, we hit the classic F5 and wait for everything to spawn in, and then we start flying.
Oh,
It
yeah,
flies.
maybe the bottom thrusters cannot keep up with the speed of the back thrusters. Maybe.
Yeah. So what it could be doing is it's just saying like, the FCU is saying they're at a certain point in correlation to the center of mass, and um, because what it tries, since it's saying, oh, they're below the center of mass, what it's doing is it's putting them on the same thrust as these, so alternating between 7,000 and 10,000. And what that's doing is it's just counteracting some of the thrust up there from coming from the main engine segment, and so thus there's more thrust coming from down below. Because, yeah, do I have a well, so Crusader, I disabled the bottom ones, the bottom triangle thrusters, and no, they're not all named 13. So these are, well, okay, so they are all named 13 down here, but then up here they're all 14. Okay, now this, I saw this, and this is worrying. Look at that, 0. Thrust.
Wait, we still have latency. We cannot see like live.
Okay.
Wait a sec.
So basically the triangle thrusters at the bottom, their thruster power level, like it's supposed to be connected to the FCU or MFC, and it has like, that string of numbers. Well, it doesn't have the string of numbers. All of the other thrusters, they have their string of numbers in correlation to what they're supposed to be, but these don't, even though they were firing earlier. And they're connected. Oh wait, could it be just because I disconnected this? Okay, yeah, it was because I disconnected that. The FCU shouldn't have enough thrust, should have enough, because I'm saving enough space by grouping them. Yeah. Because I'm thruster grouping, so we should be fine. Because it doesn't do it by like 50 individual, it does it by, oh, there's 50 in like groups. So, I'm not really sure. Let's do something like this just for kicks. I don't know what this is gonna do, but maybe that'll do something. Did I leave it plugged in? Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh. The worst part is I can't actually hear. Oh, did that actually do it? Okay.
Wait, you forgot to bolt?
I think so. What it was doing was it was saying, okay, the structural connections are. It was focusing its output based on where it could throw like the structural like durability of the things. Yeah, the Bolt God has saved us, and we're actually flying at our max speed. Okay, the Bolt. We have appeased the Bolt God. All hail the Bolt God. So full speed, dead ahead. Yeah, it's a perfect 10K thrust. I was not expecting that either. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw a bolt on, and it's not gonna work.
It was working when the bottom one were not like active. I don't get why just putting 2 bolts fix everything. That
So
might be a bug, or is it just like something?
Yeah. Oh, and I glitched out. Oh, that's loud. Whew. That's a lot of thrust.
Oh no, wait, I need to.
Will Lifeline save me? I don't think Lifeline's gonna save me this time. Yeah, Lumex, that's max speed. I'm gonna turn it on again, and we'll see what the, like, roughly what the velocity thing says. What the... Oh, yeah, you'll see in a second on the stream. I think I just shed a tear. Why, oh Bolt God? It was working.
Something's broken.
I didn't even
Why?
change anything.
You
I
might have
literally,
like launched the ship way too early. It didn't have
I
time to load, maybe.
maybe I didn't touch a
Oh,
single thing. Oh, broski. All right,
no,
let's
no, it's
just go
still
for a
broken.
little walk. Let's
Add
say
more
goodbye to
bolts.
that. Um,
Add more bolts.
okay, it
Did it
works.
work?
Yeah, it
Oh,
works. It
okay.
works.
Oh,
All right, the
every
velocity.
time you launch the ship, you need to add you need to add bolts.
All right,
Why?
it's looking
That's the
like the
one thing.
velocity is around 130 meters a second. I think that, yeah. Okay, 130 meters a second. I think. Yeah, I am just a tad trigger happy on this. But now for the other test, let's have it with the yeah, that for this size that's pretty good, but we still have tons of plating to put in, so it's still gonna slow down.
It's gonna get maybe slower.
Yeah. But so here's the thing. If we actually did this properly, we have more thrust than we need. So like theoretically, when we put plates on, it should still output the same. So, okay, I think I need to start it slowly. Yeah, that one, okay, the FCU did not recognize that there was the fighter on there. Um,
Mm.
so we're gonna pop, and then we'll go slow. Okay, so at first it pitched down, then it pitched up. Uh, these plates, yeah, my FCU is drunk.
You need to get drunker. That's
Yeah.
how you fly a ship. A good ship.
Ugh. Bolt what,
No,
Max?
I don't
I don't
think
know.
hitting the plates are really like.
Yeah,
I don't think
because
that's
they
like
should
moving
just
the
like
ship.
bonk off. Like
I
bonk
don't.
and
The
they're
ship
gone.
is just massive. I don't think it's gonna move just by hitting the plane, the plates.
So now we're at the point where everything that's not connected should have fallen off, and you can kind of see some of it drifting around. Um, so what happens if we let this go? Okay, so if we let it go, it spins faster. That makes sense. Yeah, I'll do the slow start. And Max, I'll be adding in some other stuff like remind me to save and probably I don't know, I need suggestions for how to add stuff. But let's there we go. All right, so it is much slower. It looks like it's around 65. Let's Okay, so it's swapping between 7,000, 7,500, and 10,000. So the center of mass is off now. Let's pull out a durability tool. So I think the center of mass is a little bit lower, which is what's causing all of this because the thruster pack, like at the below the ship in the front section, is less powerful than, of course, the main part of the ship. Let's figure out what they should be running at. Yeah, they're running at the same thing. Okay, interesting. So when we're with ship, it goes at about, it looks like about 60 some meters a second. That's the most popular number I'm seeing pop up, mid 60s. But if we do that, and it kicks back on, then we immediately speed up to very fast. 130? Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to answer you, combustible. So the turrets, I moved some of the things, but I originally wanted a turret to go here, but it's looking like for design reasons, turrets won't go there. But so instead we'll have turret there and there, and then we'll have two turrets on top, so one right here, one right here. Then we'll have three back here, maybe slaved, like the two others are slaved to the main one. Um, then we'll have like the middle turrets, and then one's on these sides here at the bottom and top, and then one at the bottom. Sorry about that. Um, but then we can also put a turret at the bottom, and I was thinking, so we have enough space here to put two turrets, so we could probably do that.
That
Um,
looks like a very ton of turrets.
yeah.
For that this many, it's gonna need like multiple places to shoot, like
hmm
not a single one. That's gonna be like
Because
a
I
very big
wanted
crew
this to
to
be
fly the ship.
the gunship version, and
Yeah, but it's gonna need a crew to fly, no?
yeah, I already
To
have
fight.
5 crew members
Oh, nice.
lined up for the fight. So, Lumix, you say add better turrets, but you don't know what you want. Like, how do you describe better turret? Tell me, please. And
Like turret with more turret. You say
yeah,
just
like
very turret.
because uh turret. Um but so Max, for this actual Nebulon-B, I'm not sure what my naming system is gonna be. I still have to figure that out. Um but oh, dude, it would be awesome to have Venla on the ship. So yeah, that would actually be a lot of fun. But there are so I think we have at least 4 different versions planned for this ship. So we have gunship, we have generic use, we have exploration, and we have hangar or like mothership. And then we also have the moon version, which is just going to be stacks upon stacks of, you know, small fuel rods all in here. And we're probably going to take out a majority of engineering and put more fuel rods in there. Yeah, so the rescuing version, we could kind of just use the generic version, because in the generic, this area up here, so this whole room will just kind of be empty. But what we can do is we can put shelves and all that. Oh, we could have a specific rescuing version with specific colors. That would actually be kind of cool. But like shelves in here, and that way we can put spare parts and actually bolt them all over the place on the insides, and that would just make it much easier. Oh yeah, we could. Something like have them be on what's it called? Hinges. But so right now they're made up of, the super long 432 centimeters. So we could use these, so the 288s, and then whatever is needed to make up the rest of the difference that I can't brain right now. But then have like a part of these doors just slide open. This is horrendous, but
Yeah, I see what I get what you're saying.
come on. You know what I
I
mean?
can't wait to see like how the plating is gonna look like because uh, I I bet you're gonna make it fancy
Yeah,
looking,
I'm gonna try as much as I can to make it look very nice, but
not like a brick, like a cool ship.
yeah, make
I
make
don't
it
really see how the front of the ship is gonna look like.
yeah,
The
that
side I get,
the
but the
front
front is gonna be
ugh,
very, very like bolt cursed. I
is gonna
bet
be
it's gonna be
horrific.
very cursed.
Like so bad. Um, so what we're gonna be doing on the front, so uh, what I'm thinking of doing. So we're gonna have like basic plating, just kind
Yeah.
of behind, just to say, hey, if a shot gets through, it gets like this will kind of protect you, kind of just an interior and an exterior, plate. Um,
Yeah.
but then the exterior plating, like the actual decorative plating, will be kind of here. Let me bring out a plate and I'll show you.
Okay, so you're planning to make like two platings, one for decorative purposes and the other one that just protects.
Yeah. So like that way we don't on one of them we can just slap
Okay,
it
I see.
on and it's all good. And then the other one we can actually spend the time on to make pretty. But so we can do stuff like this, use this plate. And so what I'll do is one of the most cursed things that any engineer will hate you for, and put the plating without any framework and just see if it looks good. And then once I get it into place, like the decorative plating, to where it looks just nice in general, I then build the internal structure around that to secure it.
Okay, I get.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a real pain in the ass, putting
Oh,
the frame just under the thing,
oh
under the
yeah.
plating.
That is going to be cursed plating
Oh, I
numero
can't wait
uno.
to look at those like 20 live streams trying to watch everything not collapsing,
Yeah.
trying to hold together, not
So,
really making.
yeah.
Oh,
The so the glass cupola. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna so is it in plates? I think windows, yeah. So we're gonna find like I don't know. Is this a good one? We want to find oh that's perfect. Okay, we'll definitely use this. So the 240 centimeter beams, but so like that's 96. We want to use the of course there's no other 240. Yeah, okay. That's delightful. Um, but so what we'll be doing is we'll just be slapping it on like this.
are you planning to add the shutters to the front panel, front glass panel?
Sorry, what did you
Or
say?
are you planning to add shutters to the front panel,
Um,
window panel?
up
Maybe because
here,
I saw some ships do that, and maybe.
up here, I'm not super consider
Mm,
like I'm not really considering shutters. Just because this
mm.
is well, I don't really think for up
But I
here.
feel like I don't really see glass
Yeah,
going on the top because you said that was the top
yeah.
one was like to add shit on the inside the ship.
This area, so
So
right here,
you
this
don't really need windows, but yeah,
this
go for
right
it.
here will only be for the exploration version. Normally it's just going to be
Oh,
plated over. Um,
mm,
Up here, I don't know, like up in that kind of bump out, I don't know if we're going to put glass there. I don't think we really need it. It's just another weak point that we'd have. The only glass really that I'm going to be super concerned about is the bridge. And after building this, I really do like that the bridge is right below the big area because if you think about it, to hit the bridge and to actually disable it, you either have to come
hmm.
straight at the ship, which is not advisable because you can just point a gun forwards and shoot, like from our ship, and either that or you have to come from either side. There's no really other direction you can come from.
From inside.
Yeah, well, yeah, that
No, no, no.
now that is one side, but
No, I don't think that's gonna happen.
no. But so yeah,
Maybe. Yeah.
that would be it. Um, And the glass is going to be interesting to figure out. So what I might do is I might just make it out of like try to get the thin pieces. So, our window plates, the smallest we can get is like the that wouldn't work. We need like two of the 144s and kind of extend it out. It wouldn't look pretty. Um, but because man, I hate how few choices we have with the windows. But like, if I could get this size is perfect. It fits exactly how I want it, the 240 centimeter. But since it's 96 centimeters like tall, you can't get a good
It's not.
curve on
You're
it.
gonna need to put a lot of them.
Yeah,
Like,
and
wow.
I wish I could get a really nice curve with this, because that would be primo. Like, I mean, we could do like this. Is snapping still enabled? Yes, it is. Uh, no, we kind of want to get it. Not ideal. We could overlap them, kind of like that, but glass also needs to be more visible. But that's for another time, because the glass is just gonna make me perish now. But so
And
off
I mean, the
camera,
ship, like
yeah,
the other part of the ship aren't really finished, so
yeah,
that's not a good thing to put them already there.
yeah. So glass,
Have you fixed the problem with the seats on the
um,
deck?
yeah. So
Yeah.
what
Ah,
the
okay.
issue has been is that a seat will pop you out like a little bit above where it is. And
Mhm.
so I tried putting holes in the ceiling and floor and it still wouldn't work. So what I did is I just sat them on the ground. And so some you still can't get out of, but you can swap over to another seat and then pop out of that.
Okay.
So, and then this seat you can still get out of. I'm not quite sure how that's going to change when I put the floor in over here. Um, but like, so on the bridge, I don't get why it works because same height and it just pops you out and it still puts you. It could be because there's the open
Again, no,
ceiling.
I have no idea.
Oh yeah,
It
okay.
doesn't
So
look
it's
very.
so check this out.
Yeah.
When I get out of this chair, you see how it put it. So watch carefully. Watch where it puts me.
Wait, I have latency, so I need to look for a
You,
second.
you
Where I
see
can.
how it like pops up?
Mhm.
So we need to basically have that space somewhere in front of it to
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, okay, I get it.
so we basically need to have an area where it's just like a pop-up that it'll actually let you spawn in. So yeah, and yeah, Lumi, you can see hydros, please. Um, but yeah, so that is really annoying. I wish, because you can stand up just fine in this area. Like you can't jump. It's perfect. It's 192 centimeters, uh, which is how tall an endo is. Um, I wish you could just get out directly into that, but you can't. So that's going to be an issue that we're going to be solving. And I don't want to have all the seats on the ground just like this. While it does offer a better view, like, because it puts your, so, like when you're sitting on the ground like this, your camera is about where the headrest is. So it's just right in the middle. Um, so it's nice if you want to view everything that's right in front of you. And what do you mean by scraping off the paint? There is no paint. Ugh. But yeah, so that's something definitely to work on. And then off camera, I'm oh yeah, you are scraping the paint off your head. Like I'm sure it's clipping. Um, and
Yeah, you don't really have a lot of space.
yeah,
Putting floor is gonna be like a hard task.
yeah.
Uh, I mean, you have like space in between, like
hmm
unused space between stories.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
So
you could like experiment on that.
I am gonna do the bump outs there. But so the thing is, I wanted to make this as much like a Nebulon-B as possible. And on the Nebulon-B, there are different like bulbous segments. And so that's the reason for leaving that space. So I could potentially create that where it looks visually from the outside that each floor is a different bit.
Mm.
Yeah, and Lumex, that's the idea. I am gonna buy it, so because it's free basically for the combat test. But so we and for the combat test, I am going to take uh the fighter out of it because well we're faster and all that. But so now one of my concerns, I don't think it's going to be validated, hopefully, is our voxel volume. So we're at 4.6 billion, I don't know, 4.6 billion out of 8. Um, I think we won't reach it, but that concerns me a little bit. Everything else will be fine on. Attachment plates, we won't really be doing much more of that. Bolts, if we already have 15,000 bolts in here, then we will have trouble adding on 15 more.
I mean, you haven't really done the plating yet, so
Yeah,
don't watch
which,
out. You might still reach pretty close, but I don't think you can.
yeah,
Like you're really going to surpass it.
if it gets really bad, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out the like so you know how I was gonna have the structural plating and the decorative plating. I will just take out the structural plating, as counterintuitive as that sounds, because I would favor this to look better. And so we have still not named the fighter. It's between the parasite and the dart. Um, because I can't decide. Because parasite is more accurate. Like, because you think about it as things from both. So parasite, because it's, latched onto our ship, but dart because it's actually kind of fast. And like you can zip around in it and all that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, the parasitic dart. I mean,
It would be cool for a missile name, but not for a ship. But
yeah.
yep, whatever. Yeah, the
I don't
ship
know.
looks cool, but yeah.
Yeah. I
You
really
still miss
like.
like some decorative parts from the
Oh,
original one, but yeah.
yeah. I'm really liking how this is turning out.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of fine.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So we've got this like corner bits here. Oh, the zoom
Hmm.
machine. Pff. Uh, we've got these corner bits here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transform that into this, like using these plates over here, into the rounded segment, as rounded as I can get. Um,
Rounded.
yeah,
Rounded, yeah.
I
No,
am
no.
probably gonna do the rounding, air quotes, later this week off camera, because I am gonna go insane if I do that on camera, because I'm gonna have to take like periodical breaks to just not die. Um,
Oh no, I see the pain of the plating, but
yeah.
you know it's gonna
So,
be a real pain in the ass. Yeah, no, I get rounding.
but yeah. And so the combat testing and the test candidate build soon. So yeah, that's basically what I'm working towards here. So once I get this built, uh, so this week working hard, getting it done ish. Um, Next week is probably when I'll get that out. Because I mean, we can go combat test this right now, like if we wanted. It's gonna take a hot second to get there, because um, here, let me do the calculation. So if we're moving at 60 meters a second, and we've got 25 kilometers to go, um, it'd take us 7 minutes to get to the testing area. If you guys want to do that, we can shoot this thing up a bit.
Primal carnage.
Yeah. Oh, that would be helpful, Lumex. Or Lumi. That would actually be. I forgot to slow start it. That would actually be handy. I'd like to. I think people would enjoy a time lapse of me just plating.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would be cool to
Yeah.
add like in the background of one of your for example short video explaining what happened.
Yeah.
That could be like a cool background on like future
Even
footage.
if it's not, like I could just find some of the like royalty-free music like that you can vibe to and just put up a time lapse of.
Oh, if you need royalty-free music, I have a fuck ton. Like, no, that's not something that you're gonna get out of. There's a lot of it. If you need, I can send you some site that give free music like that,
Yeah, that'd
and
be
that I
fun.
found pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. If you
All
need,
right,
yeah, there you go. I
there we
sent you
go.
one.
All right, we're
You
moving
got some
at
cool music there, so
somewhere around 60 meters a second. I think. I don't even know. Um, it seems it's changed to 50, which is bad. For some reason, I don't know why it's changed to 50. Uh, Dude, rolling up in this at the marketplace once it's all greebled and done will be incredible, to say the least. Um, like, just, and I like that now that we have the like purple bits mixed in with the orange. That's a nice uh, little thing to have. Oh, and so in terms of exterior design though, so you're walking around on here and uh, you have your turrets there and one right here, but you just want to walk around on the ship. How you get into the ship, I'd have a hatch right here that you can just pop right into. Like it'll open up like upwards and then you just walk in right through here. And then you kind of end up here and then just pop down. Oh, and it's at the thick end. Yeah, I could put White Cross like on the rescue version. I can definitely do that. And I was thinking also putting it on this midsection as well, like mini red crosses, like on either side, top, bottom, left, right. All right, well, thanks for tuning in, man. It's always great to see a bunch of people here. So, let's see. Yeah, I think the SOS would be best suited to go on the connection bit, and then we can put the white cross logos on the back section, and then also we could put them like right here as well, like right there. And also, so guys, before we can combat test, I wanted to put out a video about this too, but of course, issues ensued. So what you want to do is you want to head towards the planet, and you just have to head out there for 25 kilometers, and then boom, you're outside the safe zone. Yes, I definitely do that. I will. Once this is done, we'll go shopping with the Nebulon.
oh, I can't wait to see that happen.
Oh yeah, I want to. So what I want to do is like before I spawn it in for the first time, I want to kind of observe Starbase, like to see when the most people are on, just so I can get a lot of reactions at the same time.
yeah, that would be cool.
Just pop in and people being like,
Yeah.
"What the?" And yeah, the branding has to be somewhere on here. I think I think that core bit, yeah, is a good spot to put it. Because, it's basically a blank slate for a sign. So,
oh, I can't wait to see people like that you give the ship to write something
mhm.
on. Oh, might be a cool idea to put art on that. Like, oh, I see. Oh, I don't really know if they're like painting real cool painting tools on the game,
Yeah.
but yeah, I like doing some pixel art and usually painting ships.
Mhm. I've seen a
Like
lot
I do,
of, yeah.
yeah, on Scrap Mechanic or like other game of the same kind.
Mhm.
I like to do pixel art and shit on all
Oh
my
yeah.
buildings.
And I've
It
seen a lot
must
of
look
like
cool.
railing art. Have you seen all of that, like made using the Starbase railings?
I haven't really seen a lot of about the game.
Well, I've seen a good amount of that around, like for signs.
Just to write on it. That
Yeah.
no, not really. No.
Mhm.
Hey, still trying to do that elevator to the middle part of the ship, like the climbing part. Still trying to do that?
Um,
Did you just like give up? I'm still trying to do it.
I'm not sure yet. Well,
I mean, it works, so you don't
it,
really
it
have to.
does, yeah. So, yeah. I'm still undecided on a lot of stuff on this because I just don't want to commit to something immediately. So yeah. Oh, and so
Okay.
uh, shopping will be doing soon. Um, oh, and isn't so I I might bully the devs. I might bully Lori with my Nebulon-B just for fun. Uh, but oh man, yeah. So shopping, I know we're gonna have auction houses soon. But I
Oh.
don't know what else.
Can't wait to see how it's gonna look.
Yeah. I
Oh,
will. Ooh, yes.
you see the small ship that you were searching name for?
Huh? Yeah.
Are you planning like to sell it on its own or just like adding it with the Nebulon?
Um, I might
With
sell it on
with
its
the Nebulon.
own, just because you can get
Okay, because
replacements.
if you were planning to keep it with the Nebulon, you could just call it the Nebulon Junior or something
Yeah.
like that.
I haven't even like I might not even sell the Nebulon-B because it's almost like
Oh no,
okay,
you already told me that you were planning to give it like to close friends
yeah.
and key people, but not selling it publicly.
What
You
I
told
might
me.
do is I might not sell the blueprint, but distribute like actual versions of it.
Communism.
Yeah, so that people can't like make it into a blueprint from this. And yes, Lumi, I definitely need to find out when the devs stream and then just roll up and crash into them with this.
Oh. Oh, if you're doing that, just say on the Discord in advance. I want to see that.
Yeah, just like pull it up in my other monitor, have like multiple streams running, just waiting, Hackermans. And so yeah, they can't uh, they can't get a blueprint from it. If you give them a ship, you cannot make a blueprint. At least that's
Oh,
the
okay.
current design. So that's why I might be okay with selling the ship, but not the design.
Full on shit. Oh, okay, I get. But watch out. Maybe later they're gonna add that.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's what I'm concerned about because I would really not want to lose all the work I made on this and just have somebody else be like, "Hey," and buy it.
I mean,
So
you could just give it to key people or
yeah,
selling it to key people,
uh-huh.
like people you know are not gonna
Oh,
distribute the ship.
and there we are,
Um,
fellas. Safe zone border. Uh, and again, at 24 kilometers, it gives you the warning noise, and then at 25, it'll actually exit the safe zone. Yep.
I remember you. I remember seeing you destroy a tiny ship with a rocket launcher.
Yeah. Tiny
I
ship,
still
rocket
remember that.
launcher, everything. Just the sounds this makes when it's like stops moving is just so. I don't know how to explain it, but it's good. Ah,
Oh no,
no.
I know that.
That's a
Oh,
shame.
some ship on Elite Dangerous sounds like hella cool like that. But yeah. Oh. Yeah. Um, have you finished the tiny ship, the tiny one that you don't have name for yet,
Yeah,
or
this
are you
is.
still planning to add things to it,
I think it's pretty
like
done.
play? Oh, okay.
Oh, that would be a very funny uh, way to call it.
Uh,
But let's flip around. See the Nebulon-B in all of its uh, untextured glory. Take some screenshots.
oh, I know it's gonna be the next thumbnails. Oh, that's gonna be a thumbnail. Oh yeah. Mm,
Everybody just
yeah, it's
loves
stream to
screenshot
have like.
noises.
Oh, I muted the stream since you're like in voice chat.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, but
Here,
so I'm not really hearing them. But yeah.
I'm gonna flip this
Okay.
around and we'll do something like this. Photo shoot time, casually. No, I want to point up, not too much up. There we go. Like that. There we go. Father and son. All right.
Never, don't ever talk to me or my son ever again.
So now what I'm gonna do is, so this is gonna be a little bit fun. I'm
You're
gonna
gonna crush it.
no,
The tiny one in the
gonna do
big one.
something better.
Oh no? Okay.
So
Can't wait to
we're
see that.
outside the safe zone right now, and so
Uh,
as long as we don't head like towards the station, we'll stay that way. So what we're gonna do is oh, I don't want to turn down. I want to go this way. Yeah. And then what we'll do is we'll find where we parked. Oh, a seat just fell out from somewhere. That's hilarious. Um, we'll go to the fighter, and I don't know what this is. This might have been important. Oh, that's just from the cargo lock frame. That's okay. Um, but so then we'll bring up the fighter right to where it's outside the bridge, but once we hit the thrusters, like it won't be destroyed, so that we can just hop out. So, like, yeah, structural integrity is 100% compromised. And then so it won't get hit right here. So then what we do is this. So we'll set it to 50, and then
oh,
there
you're
it
gonna do a
goes.
race with the tiny ship against the big
Oh,
ship.
this can outperform it. But it's just more fun to shoot at a moving target.
Try to separate it in the middle. That's gonna be fun.
See, some stuff is just ripping. It still flies, like it's being ripped apart somehow. I I wish I was able to see on board what it looks like, but see, like some thrusters aren't functioning anymore and all this, but it still flies. Oh, now it stopped. I think I hit a pipe. I am not good at strafing runs, but that's okay. I definitely hit a pipe of some kind.
Oh yeah, the ship is
We're
getting
we're just gonna
stopped. I mean, almost stopped.
come on. I want to get those last thrusters.
Carrying, carrying the ship to victor.
Come on.
Can do it.
I believe. And I wanted to, come on. I want to do it
Can't wait to
without,
see the recap saying I destroyed the ship. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Oh, nope, I don't want to shoot over there because that's where all the important bits are.
I feel just the back is gonna explode. We're not gonna hit the thrusters, but just the generators. Oh.
Yeah. All right, what
I
I'm
see
gonna,
some bits falling out, but
here, what I'm gonna do actually, so I'm gonna pop over here and we're gonna,
those sounds.
yeah.
I'm scared.
Shoot. Time to run and disable these thrusters. Is it these ones? No, they're in a pack. I think it's these two. No? Oh, it may actually be these two. Well, I don't really have anything good to shoot them with anymore, now that I have forsaken my...
Oh, Oh, I forgot about the shaky hands.
Yeah, it's really annoying. There we go. Oh yeah, hit him with the pickaxe. That's a good idea.
Grab your
There we
rocket
go.
launcher.
All
Do
right,
it again.
they have been shattered. So, yeah, it was still flying for a while, which is what I was impressed with. I think what happened, let's check along, because so you guys saw the power, like I think what happened was the main power line was severed. Yeah, that is a simple
Yeah,
way.
you might have hit an important cable. Shouldn't you like add more like other ways to go to the cable? Like, can't you
Oh,
just
oh
add
yeah, I
another
am
one?
gonna be adding other ways.
Yeah, yeah, because as you can see, like you just shot one like
Yeah,
good shot, and you just like turned off
I'm
the
gonna be
entire
adding
ship.
in at least 3 more cable runs to the back. I'm not sure about pipe runs though, because we're gonna go right up to the limit with pipes. Um, so, but I think what happened was uh, this back portion got separated because you saw when we turned off the uh, main like thrust, it kept moving and it didn't do anything. So what I think is that it was running on battery power for a hot second, and then because like right there that got cut. Um, Nothing
Oh yeah,
exploded, which I'm actually kind of happy with because an explosion is the quickest way to leave a fight. Um,
just a few well placed shots and just nothing left.
yeah, really. So
I mean,
no, oh
generators
there's
seems to explode like really big.
yeah.
That's that's
If you hit
very
one of
bad.
these, like the entire back section is gone, but
Oh yeah.
it's so difficult to hit them now that I've started
Tell me
adding
that it
plating.
like can just run with the back section only. Oh,
Yeah.
nah.
Like
Yeah,
it
because I think
can, but it's not that fast.
yeah,
And yeah,
you can
Lumex,
still go back to repair the chip at least.
yeah, you definitely can. And Lumex, I
For
cannot
what's
wait for
left of
that.
it.
Oh,
Oh
but so
yeah,
let's
no,
check
I
out,
don't think like
yeah.
ah
So
12. I th-
things missing here and there. Um,
yeah.
it was really all damage coming from the back section of the ship. So, there's like plates missing here and there and shots in places like that. No, Lumi, I would totally agree with you. That would be awesome to have stuff firing in all directions. And I think these came from either below or, yeah, they came from above. Um, I think the
Oh,
decorative items do, yeah,
I see some holes in the floor.
yeah, a good number.
What's
So,
those?
the fun fact, this generator is actually kind of difficult to destroy because for a generator to blow up, you have to hit the fuel rods and not the other parts of the generator. And
um,
so,
yeah, that must be a lucky shot.
yeah, because the generator over here, like it's covered by everything else, so it has to be a pretty lucky shot, yeah. And
Very, very lucky shot, but it still can happen. Like if the guy is shooting at the thrusters, or if he watched your videos and just
yeah,
knows where to shoot, that might be a very bad place to get hit.
hmm which is why I'm considering, like, I was gonna say, like, I might build part of this and just record it by myself. Like, I'd have other people in the voice chat with me, so it's not super dry, but record it with other people. Oh, and I did get a hit through to the propellant tank.
Oh,
Well, that's funny. I find they don't explode a lot of the time, but when you hit them, they do lose a bunch of their propellant. Um, but I was thinking like I might record some of the combat sensitive stuff, and release it after.
like yeah, that
So
might work, but
yeah, I
I
think
mean, what you can do is just add like the important part and everything that's just like very risky information, just don't release it.
Yeah.
Like where the very explosive shit is like just is, and just release the live where you try to add everything on the ship,
Hmm.
but don't show where is kept the very sensitive.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, propellant got cut, I bet you. And that's one of the reasons why this stuff cut out. And yeah, I don't think they added the propellant leakage yet. Yeah, it's looking like there was a lot of cut propellant lines, which led to this not moving. But I'm still kind of questioning. So what must have happened is when all of these cut out, um, the FCU must have still been connected to them because I don't know, actually. And so yeah, the greebling, that's I would say it's effective. We're gonna see if I can actually put greebling on this. I hope I can, but the greebling I think would actually help with our defensive capabilities because if you hit the greebling, like that's more space a shot has to go through. So light. But so here, let me do this. Actually, I'm gonna take a screenshot and then I'm gonna blow it up for sure. Do we have lay rocket? We doth. All right,
Yeah, I'm back.
cool.
Sorry, I went.
So there. Oh, okay,
Oh,
that's handy.
I
It did.
see you pull out the rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Soon as I'm
So
back.
now I've noticed this. It sometimes goes like this. It doesn't actually blow up the other half unless the if the emergency generators aren't running. So I don't usually play with these running, so they don't impact anything. That they won't explode as they usually do. So when you hit it like that, there's no issue. Well, I mean, there is an issue. Half the back of the ship is missing, but less than the entire back of the ship is missing. So, but so yeah, I think off camera, I'm gonna be doing. Oh, I hit F5. Why won't you? Okay, there we go. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, explosion. Uh, But so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a lot of this freeform plating off camera just to get it done because I know I'm gonna be infuriated by that. Um, and I'm gonna have to take constant breaks to actually stomach that. But some of the other stuff we'll definitely do on camera, like putting in the triangles here, fixing up the bridge, putting a lot of the interior plating on, like covering this stuff up because we need to cover this up, and figuring out how we want to get access to this because if we have these Nebulon-B shrouds coming down on either side, how are we going to get the fighter out with it without it hitting something? Um, and yeah, so then next stream we can also fix up the plating on the back and actually call it there and just finish it. Um, so yeah, I think I'll be streaming Friday definitely. I may do another stream during the week. I'll announce it on my Discord if I am, because that way then you guys will know and can tune in. But other than that, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed watching me uh, go a little bit more insane on this project. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and if you missed any part, be sure to watch it on YouTube because that's where it'll all be going. So, bye all.